I'm going to read two other poems. I'm not teaching right now, but I worked with I am an English teacher, and I worked with the staff at Boys Totem Town for 6 years. So these are two poems from working with those boys. This is called Monday. And the schoolroom I was working in, it really did have two clocks, a regular one, and then it had that clock with a bird at each hour, and when it would go off, that kind of bird, you'd hear that song. So it's called Monday. In the schoolroom with two clocks, bird song and gears without a face, the boys and I are writing. They have stopped their whines and whys, have settled into, where would you live if you could? We all write, and it is quiet. The scratches across paper, they stop, erase, flick the dust off, and continue in the room of two clocks. When they finish, they come one by one to stand by me while I read. Then I look up into their beautiful, calm eyes and ask, do you have family in Chicago, in Atlanta, in Miami, on Mars, in the jungle, in Oklahoma, a mother 4 states away, a father unknown? They do. One tells me the weather is perfect in Chicago. Another, that you live longer if you live in Rio de Janeiro. I say, no, you don't. But do you know the statue of Christ in Rio? And two boys open their arms wide and smile. I had, while I was there, I had the great privilege to work with Hannibal Akumba, who was a really nationally known jazz trumpeter who came to work with a group of the boys. And he also had his first acting job while he was in Minneapolis and played a jazz trumpeter in a production at the Guthrie. This is one of the things that he said to the boys. You are not who this country says you are. Hannibal Akumba. His voice is soft, and he stops often. The young black men around the table fidget with their braids, sprawl. Doing the right things, he says, is harder than 100 Chinese push-ups. A pause for push-ups. The boys take turns making the triangle with their hands on the floor, getting their chins down into that triangle. He wears them down with his voice, his silence. He waits for them to find their way, and they do. One tells of the grandmother related to Ida B. Wells, another to Leadbelly. None of these boys is nothing. On their faces, a sense of calm, as if some confusion had been ordered. Bodies upright, hands quiet in their laps. He takes up the trumpet, the slow wail, shows them what to do with sorrow. Thank you.